Yeah, just in order to get my Point Sur, which is where we double ended that particular one. It's $1 million property. In order to get it closed in August on time, Dolan Point, which I got them the amount that they wanted it sold for. And of course, the amount they wanted it sold for during the transaction changed 3 times because they, I, I, I don't know if they thought they were dealing with an undergrad or what, but every time I'd go to them, they'd be changing their price point of what they wanted for the sale. And I think probably it would be really good just to hear they were going to lose a sale on their home, which meant they would not get the house that they wanted, which was the single story with the pool, and get out of their 2-story over $5,000.
You're
And
kidding.
selling their, no, I'm not.
So something else going on? Was it just the money?
It was that attitude of drawing a line in the sand.
Wow.
And yeah, and I'm just, I was talking with some other people, and they're like, "What the people are I don't know, but I couldn't let it go south, so I paid the 5,000.
Oh my God, Robin.
Yeah, and I can't afford to pay 5,000 for anybody. So not only I had 3% in for me, the buyer's agent wanted 3%. The sellers wouldn't give them 3%. So I took the 2.5 that the seller was willing to pay for the agent, gave them my 3%, and ate 5,000 on top of it.
So what did you end up walking away with for that one?
On that one, I'll end up with, and that's not a walk away because then I gotta pay Lake, you know, and I want to talk about that with you.
Okay.
I need to run that past you. Because I need to make sense of it. The numbers that I wrote down on that one. So $840,000 sale, I'll end up getting I wrote down, I don't think that's correct. I wrote down all these numbers for you, so I'd be prepared.
Oh, you knew I'd ask you?
Yeah, and I want to make sure I was right because I have the number in front of me. It just doesn't look right. It's 840. Multiply that, and I'm gonna get it times 2.5%. And then I have to subtract 5,000. Yeah, I'll end up with 16,000.
Okay. So you'll end up with 16,000. How many hours did you spend on the deal yourself?
Myself with these guys, I don't know, probably 3 times over. 5. And the fact that let's just say let's extend it and say 10 hours. And I had to do that because what I have in Point Sur is I have almost a year of my time in Point Sur.
And okay.
Almost a year.
Yeah. So you needed to just get this done. And look, you're not walking away at a loss.
You what?
You're not walking away at a loss. You're still going to walk away with something.
Yeah, no, there's no, if this had gone south, I'd be in trouble because I have $12,400 in Point Sur for getting a room done.
Okay.
That sold the house and that the sellers have to reimburse me because it's an estate. So not only did I have the 12,400 that's my personal funds hanging there, on that, I ended up doing the transaction for 550 minus 4 because I gave them 4 to get the transaction together on that end. So I'll end up with about 46 on that end. 46 plus I get my 12,400 back, which is that's personal money. So anyway, but I do have my numbers for you. but it's a big deal because by the time it's said and done, from the way I looked at it, is by the time that those three are pulled in, the Point Sur, and the Dolan Point, minus what I put out, not the 12.4, but what I gave back, it's a $62,000 deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I just get, I think my frustration of where you're hearing it is when people go silent on you and they're willing to let it go over $5,000.
Yeah. Well, I think you have to decide how you want to run your business and what's the most important to you. And if you're going to draw a line in the sand at some point and where, you know, I,
I
I
just,
know, I know you and I know you consider a lot of the different perspectives of this. Would you have done anything differently?
not in this particular case because
Okay.
of that the executor of the state is the cousin of my girlfriend who died.
Okay. Okay.
It was my girlfriend's house.
All right.
And it has been sitting there, and I was not going to put them through any more pain. They've been through a lot of pain. I've been through a lot of pain, and we both, the executive of the state and me, need this home gone.
Yeah.
We need this. We need this farewell. Big
Yeah.
time.
You know what? You want to move forward, and this is part of that process, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So in answer to your question, I wouldn't have done anything different.
Okay, so then you're not allowed to beat yourself up over it then.
No, I did. I did end up. I was out with a girlfriend last night. It did. It was a double martini night, though.
Okay, well, all right. So,
It was a
okay.
very expensive martini, by the way.
How much are martinis out there?
No, I'm joking.
Uh,
If you think of it that way, it's like a $9,000 martini. So anyway,
oh, is that where you oh. Got it. All right. So let me just look at the numbers then because so you're at 18 now,
yep, I had two closings.
closed. Right. So those two closed and your total GCI is 368,705.
Right.
Okay.
And then I went a little further because I know you.
Yes.
I'm starting to get this pattern.
Good.
So what I did is I went forward and I went, okay, I've got 18 at the moment, right?
Mhm.
At the 368,705. And then I'm taking those three that we just talked about,
Yeah.
Point Sur, and Dolan Point, because I wanted to see where I'd be at the end of August. And I still have the ability to create, we know that.
Yep.
So yeah, I took those three, and then I took one that was a blessing. I just sold a cash
Good.
close in 2 weeks. That's bringing in 20,550
Good
because
for you. So, okay. So,
I got my 3%.
yeah,
Okay. So I add those together, it comes out to 22 transactions by the end of August that are cemented.
wonderful.
22 transactions, which takes me to 451, 255. Okay.
Okay.
And that 451, 255, I backed into it to see what was my average sale,
Good.
what my average commission,
Good.
which came out to 20,511, which means my average sales price at 2.625% commission is I'm at 760.
So it's even higher than we had in your Life by Design, your budget model.
Yeah. So yeah.
Doing
So
good.
that's where I'm at today.
Good. Good for you. So I don't have to ask you any questions about your numbers because you have them all.
Hey,
Thank you. Thank
you're
you for
welcome.
doing your job. You're making life so easy. So, okay. So I'm assuming that the clients that you put in here that were the biggest challenge is what you just told me about. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. On the
Oh
form,
no, there's another one too.
oh, there's
There's
another
another
crazy
one. No, but
situation.
no, I mean, I think clients come in threes, right?
Well, yeah.
All that you'd like to, but I will get over Kappa Villa. Kappa Villa is just a miserable old lady, miserable, and she's got to be right on everything, and she's got to do it her way, and I'm just going to stick to texts and emails.
Yeah.
And if the text and emails are longer than a couple of sentences, it'll be created by ChatGTP.
It's a very healthy way of handling that. Okay. All right. So that's interesting. So you put on here about AI, which is interesting. And I'm just curious though. Um, is this a pattern of the type of clients that you're attracting, or is this just in the recent?
This
Yeah.
is recent. I usually, and the ones on Dolan Point over 5,000,
Yeah.
we were going to be like seriously besties. You know, Philip went over, my husband went over there to drop off some paperwork, and they hit it off. And I just figured we were going to be besties in this, and they floored me. This one floored me. I can read people, and this one floored me.
Just
So
took you by surprise. Yeah.
yeah, just yeah. So no, back to it's not my usual. My usual is that that's why I get all my business by referrals, because I have great clients and they like me and know I'm business and take good care of them. And I'm a, I've been called anywhere from a mother, not a hen, but they know that they're well protected, and I look out for every essence. And yeah, so it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Well,
But, uh,
I'm glad that you got through it and focusing on the next four.
yeah, number wise, just so you know, because the one listing went away that was about a week out. So
Okay.
my numbers out of the 42, I'm at 35. So instead of having 6 to go, I'm now at 7 to go to see it. So,
Okay.
but that's okay. I've got 7 transactions to create between now and technically November. So it'll be done.
Good. Good. Okay. So a couple things. You're going to Mega Camp, correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So when you go, I know there's probably going to be some information, I would think, during the breakout sessions around AI. I'd be surprised if they didn't talk.
There's a speaker, just so you're aware of, and that's what I was going to ask you if you.
Yeah.
Okay, this little lovely, this huge amount of here. I was on Gary's Top 100 last week on Friday.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And listening about the speaker that's going to be at Mega Camp.
Okay.
His name is Marcus Sheridan, and he went into full force, full fledged about AI and what was going to be presented at Mega Camp. And he said that if people don't get behind this in the direction, and he was talking about trust signal framework,
Hmm.
and if we don't get behind it by the time we wake up, others will have created um, what he's instructing everybody how to create, and you'll be behind the 8 ball, just like when websites came out, et cetera, et cetera. And so I listened intently, took a lot of notes. Blake and I threw it into 4 different AI systems,
Good.
and had it regurgitated and did it again and again and again, and then took it from encyclopedia format down to bottom line 3 pages, and then of what we need to do and how we need to put it in action.
Great.
And then I put um, Kennedy on her part, Blake on his part, Philip on his part, and then we're going to round up again on Monday to go over it.
Mhm.
And just to make sure that it's really dialed in on my part, I had before you at noon my time, I had 4 agents that I really adore that are part of Luxury Pro. And I told them I was going to give them a treat because they weren't on the meeting for Gary's.
Mhm.
And I broke it all down as I understood it to
Okay.
get them going and them excited. And now I'm going to regurgitate it again. And I'm sharing all my notes with them.
Very nice.
And we decided that when we got through with the share, and they were pumped up like me about it, We decided that we're going to have a 1 hour a month, if not more often, but a
Right.
minimum of 1 hour a month, wrapped our heads around this and how we're going to support each other on really grasping truly how AI needs to be used other than rewriting
That's
somebody
great.
else.
Okay. So you're doing a monthly accountability group with
Yep.
other agents. That's fantastic. Good for you. Good for you.
Yep. And we're
So
going to grow it. We're going to take it outside of the fort and get who we want to be partnered up with as far as referrals. And we're going to bring them into it.
fantastic. Okay. So these are going to become part of your SOPs for how you run your business as well.
Yeah, I'll have to. That's an interesting way because I don't have my SOPs. I know Kennedy's working on hers and Blake has his, and I haven't gotten Philip on SOPs, and I certainly haven't done any SOPs. So,
Yeah.
um,
That's why I asked. It's a good start. It's a good place to start.
okay, I'll do an SOP, and it'll make it easier for them anyway. I promise them.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, okay. How comfortable are you with how to set up an SOP?
I've never done it.
Okay. So this can also be done in ChatGPT. You can put that last version of what you have and say, turn this into an SOP. So a standard operating procedure, I think the easiest way to explain it is, do you like to cook?
Long time ago,
Okay. So you had to follow recipes or you just kind of did the winging of it?
I was always recipe. I'm too anal.
Okay. So you're creating a recipe. You're
Got it.
creating a cookbook. So what are one of the SOPs going to be? What's one of the processes? Are you using AI for what? For marketing, for nurturing? What are you using it for?
I'm going to be doing I'm going to put an SOP together for these guys, which is perfect. Except that's perfect that you asked that on the trust signal framework.
Perfect. SOP for trust signal framework. Great. Step one. What's the first thing you got to do? All the ingredients. What do they need? Do they need technology? Do they need phone numbers? Do they need a database? Do they need business cards? They need a working phone, a computer, command, all of the ingredients. And then underneath that, step one, step two, and walk it through the way that you're going to do it. And then you just create it and you hand it to them.
Yeah, because they were asking me when I was going over this with them. They said, "How do you know what to ask AI? How do you know to go into the next question, the next question, the next question?" And I said, "Because I dig deeper and deeper and deeper, and those questions are so that I can get the results that I want." And they said, "Well, where did you come up with the questions?" And I said, "Well, I came up with them in my head." and and they said, "Well, can you share those with us?" And I said, I will have chat help me share those with you. So
Yeah.
that's
So
my
turn it into a recipe for them to follow. So it's like keep it simple, sweetheart.
yeah.
Because then what you can do then is you take everything that's in your head and now you create an SOP for it. So Robin, I'm going to give you a little bit of, can I make a suggestion? Um, if you want to monetize any part of this, don't give it all away. Give away the first few things and then maybe start charging once a month and do an AI training. And every month you pick a topic and then you provide the SOP for it and let them, if you want to monetize it, let them pay for it. Otherwise, you just do it, out of the
I don't
goodness of
want
your
to
heart.
monetize. Not
Okay.
on this. These guys are you know, I think what I'm going to say bottom line is on that
Hmm.
is what I'm learning out of being mistreated by management here.
Yeah.
What I'm learning is because I give and like I gave an hour of my time to these four,
Hmm.
and one of them, she said it perfectly. She said, Maggie, she said, I'm gonna I'm gonna take this even further. I'm going to put it in and find out um how I can find people that are moving to Nevada so that I can give you referrals.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And I
So it'll
went,
come back to you tenfold. That's beautiful.
you know, and
Yeah.
it's just, I'm not going to worry about the
Okay.
petty stuff. I'm I'm going to continue to be me, and it's really always taking good care of me.
Good. Good for you. Okay. Good.
So
All right. So as far as what you put for the call prep form, so what specifically did you want to also like focus on for around AI?
I just didn't know if anybody's been sharing with you any hot spots that they've really.
So there's several AI platforms. As you know, you've already used a bunch of them, right? So when you go to MegaCamp, are you going to look to hear more about AI, or do you want to focus on something completely different?
Well, I'll pay attention to this guy because since he's the main speaker for AI.
Okay, I'm trying to see where he's actually. So is he at is he doing the CEO summit? When is he actually speaking?
He's actually, I think he is the CEO summit.
Because I'm looking at the agenda on their website. I'm trying to because I don't see his name in here unless I'm totally missing something. So Sunday is customer service for pillars, like the main event.
I don't know. I don't.
What's his name again?
I'm wondering if now I have the paperwork from him, but maybe he's under somebody else. Marcus Sheridan. Marcus Sheridan.
Let me see. I'm gonna just see if his name comes up anywhere. Marcus.
Marcus.
He's not even on the itinerary for them. Hold on.
So it must be. What about AI?
Yeah, I'll go back and look. There's a bunch on AI. Let's see.
Yeah.
No, there's actually not. Or maybe they have it signed. Wow, I'm like really surprised. Artificial intelligence, maybe? Maybe they have it spelled out.
Yep.
Have you looked at their website to look at the speakers in the agenda?
I'll pull it up now. No, let me look.
Yeah, take a look at it. If you need the link, let me know because I'm on the website. Typically, we can pick a topic and you put it in here and it'll find everything that matches that specific topic. But
Okay.
I would, I'm in shock that they're not talking about it.
Let's see. Nothing on Sunday because they have the KWEL Summit. I'm not doing that. Lady Maps KW,
They,
and then
um,
CEO Summit, 12 to 5. Um, he's part of the CEO Summit.
okay. Oh, there, he's going to be promoting. It's Marcus Sheridan.
Yes.
Okay, so he is on here as a speaker. He's also an author,
Yes.
but it doesn't say where he's actually going to be speaking. They don't do a great job here. Okay, so let me see if I put his name in again, Marcus Sheridan, if that comes up. But I'm very surprised that I'm
Says
not
meet
seeing
the
that.
speakers just announced. Arkansas. Yeah.
Marcus Sheridan. Yeah, but I don't know what breakout session. So I'm assuming that he would be in the,
He's got to be the CEO Summit. He's
yeah, I
got
would
to.
think so too. So make sure you're in that. Don't miss that.
Oh, I already signed up for it.
Okay. For the CEO summit? Okay, good. Okay, and then as far as okay, so that's with AI. So you probably have a really good handle on it because the more you use it, the better you get at it.
I'm learning.
Yeah, and all you have to do when you do ChatGPT or whatever platform you're going to end up with, you're able to upload your document that you have, the 3-page
That's what we did.
document.
I went into 4 different platforms and I had each one of them create. And then I took the 4 creations, and I said, put it in, and I put it into one of the platforms, and I said, take it down too. And then once that was taken down too, then I took it down again.
Good.
So, yeah.
Okay. So just read through it and make sure that it highlights everything that you want. Nothing important got left out, because sometimes you have to be careful with the AI. It's not 100%, right?
Yeah, and this is so new to me on this type of platform called Trust Signal Framework,
Okay.
that I'm looking through it and I'm taking his stuff and I'm looking through it and taking his stuff. So I'll be playing with it. I think the biggest plus that I did but was tell these young ladies that I'm going to put this all together and have it sent out to them tomorrow. So
Okay.
I much like when I got into luxury, I it's like one of those I started the luxury in this office because I wanted a luxury division, because I wanted to learn more about luxury. So I got, I teach, if I put myself in the position of teaching, I'll learn a lot.
Yep, that's absolutely the best way to learn. So, just a suggestion, whatever you end up with, to turn that into a SOP. You
Okay.
just upload it and tell whatever platform you're using to create the SOP, and tell them to include any tools that somebody would need before they start doing the actual work. So, like I said, if they need to have their database, if they have to have command open, if they have to have whatever that looks like, right?
Before I lose you, because it's
Yeah.
getting about that time, I just need to ask you real quick.
Mhm.
Now, Blake, I just need to make sure that I'm thinking straight.
Go ahead. We have a few minutes. If you need a few extra minutes, don't, you're fine.
Blake's at my hip and he's just learning from me. Blake was at the open house and met this couple, right?
Mhm.
So, and then I went to their home and talked to them about Point Sur. I handled the offer, handled the listing. So he, through doing an open house, procured the buyer, which
Mhm.
created the two sales. Okay.
Yeah.
So off of the listing, which was my listing, I was doing zero on that because it's my listing. I already had secured and procured that over almost a year ago, almost. Okay, and then he procured the buyer, which I took and created a buyer out of that buyer. So what I was thinking of doing, and because this is new to me because of two things. He's my grandson, and he's not, before I would have agents, and they were had an agent split. In
Mhm.
this particular case, I'm doing everything. Okay. So what I was going to do on the sale and the listing, I was going to do a 25% referral to him for procuring both, procuring the client
Mhm.
and treating it as a referral, and do 25 and 25. Yet, am I being, is that cheap?
Well, okay, so let's talk about this for a second. What's 25% represent? What's the actual dollar amount?
Well, we know that on those two, okay, that's gonna get great. Let me give it, see. So
Let's
I
put
know
real
on that,
numbers. Yeah, let's put real numbers to that, right?
okay, so that's gonna be 25 minus 4, that's 21, 21. And then I already mentioned the other one, which was 16. That's 37,000. And if I was gonna times 0.25, well, that's pretty chunky. It's $9,250
Yeah,
to learn.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a beautiful gift. So it always comes down to when you look at the numbers, right? You can make much better decisions. So good. Okay, so you know the number, you know what it represents. What's your expectation of him going forward? Is he licensed? Do you want him to be licensed? Where are you with
He is
that?
licensed. He got
Okay.
licensed February.
Hmm.
And I told him that this year, for many reasons. I want to continue to be part of Gary's Top 100.
Okay.
And if I have him as a member, as a team member that's producing, I'm no longer a solo agent
Okay.
and I won't be part of Gary's.
Okay. So you can have him on your team, however, okay, so it will be always a referral type of situation.
I told him for this year, he is going to be, it's going to be referral for this year.
Okay, and how was he about that?
And I've been doing things like off of each transaction because he helps me here. Off of each transaction, he gets 5% for helping me.
Okay.
And so basically for, he's been my everything gopher type, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and learning for 5% off of everything. He's been happy. He's fine with that. I have not gone over these figures with him yet.
Okay.
Um, I wanted to I wanted to talk it out loud first.
Yeah. Good. Good.
So that's what I wanted to do. So I think that because then he's going to get a 5% referral off the other one. He's going to, that he's going to get $10,000.
How old
So
is he?
he just turned 20.
That's very nice money, right? In just a few months. So okay, so a couple things. We went through your life by design and we figured out what you needed to cover for what you wanted in your life.
Yeah.
I can create a copy of it blank and you could sit down with him and if you really want to help build somebody who's really going to be successful like you, have him go through the life by design. If you want, I'll meet with him, okay, at gratis. Just I'll share a link with you if you want. And the same way I did it for Kennedy, I can do it with Blake. And I'll go through his life by design with him if you'd like, and then let him have a goal to work towards. And then when he gets to a point where he wants more responsibility, he'll have a conversation with you. And then you see how it is from there.
Yeah. Because I think what I'm going to do is that I'm even next year, depending on how he is doing, et cetera, I may very well continue to call him a showing agent because I can be a solo with a showing agent or a listing assistant.
Yeah, or a buyer assistant, right?
Right. I
Yep.
can be that and I can still be solo. I
Yep.
just can't make him a full-fledged agent.
Okay. So just out of curiosity, what is it that's important to you about being in Gary's Top 100?
Being in that meeting that I got to hear about that a month
Okay.
before mega camp. So I've got 1 month of head start before anybody else does.
Okay. Any other benefits for you?
That's the biggest benefit is what I can learn from being part of that group.
Okay. All right, good.
That's like my biggest benefit for Luxury Pro
Okay.
is what I'm learning and the people I meet.
All right, good. So just out of curiosity, is Blake part of your exit strategy in the future?
Oh, he is. That's why he has to. I gave him in January, he had 7 years. I said, you're going to have to put up with me for 7 years. And I said, and then you're taking over. And part of my exit strategy includes that he will be paying me for the privilege of taking over my business.
Good for you. Okay.
Yes,
That's
so he has to put that in too, because I already told him, I already came up with a dollar amount. That he's to pay me $10,000 a month.
good. Good. Okay. And you're going to have this in writing, even though he's family, right?
Oh, when I do my exit,
Yeah.
everything will be in writing.
Okay, good. All right. So, okay, good. So Blake sound, and if you need me to send you the link, it's been a little while since I sent you Kennedy's, but I can text you the link, and if you want me to meet with him, I'd be more than happy to let him schedule himself on
That'd be
my
great.
calendar.
That'd be great because he's going to be back. He's gone today. In fact, it's lovely. No one's here. Um, it's he's gone to a family reunion and he'll be back on Monday.
Okay.
So that'd be great.
All
And
right.
I gave I told Kennedy that she can work from home Wednesdays and Fridays because Wednesday this gives me I'm
Yeah.
Wednesday's the perfect day for me to do this and to
Yeah.
get in my head and not have anybody around me.
It's good. And I get to see you on a computer instead of your phone screen. So I appreciate that. So it's good for me too. Yeah.
Yeah, so Wednesday, no one's, yeah, Wednesday gone. And then Friday is gone. So, and I don't have in front of me, and now I saved it. I know I've got a file for you. I saved it. Yet there's two things that I was supposed to follow through and didn't. Yet they're on my list, and that was to get my yoga classes lined up and also my vision board done.
Yes. So did you even look to see when the yoga classes were being offered?
Yes, I did go that far, which
Okay,
is good.
so now it's just a
And the
matter of actually
yeah, and the location where I'm going. So that's
good.
I had to decipher between locations. So
Okay.
I did get that far, which is good.
All right, you took a step. So, okay, I did send you, I think, a request for a referral.
Oh yes, and I have it saved.
Okay,
I have
if you could,
it. So
if you could, if you, a testimonial, if you could take care of that, I would so appreciate it.
yeah, I'm going to be at the perfect location on Friday.
Okay.
I just signed up instead of doing 3 to 4 videos at a time, and they were costing me a dollar, I wish, $1.25 for each one of those videos.
Mm.
So calculating out, it was 500 a week.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
So he said if I do it all in one location and I can go inside outside, so I'm going to do it up all where all the new homes are and
Good.
use a model up there. I'm going to do 12 in the morning. Take a few changes of clothing so I don't look like the same person. And I'm going to do 12 of those, and I got it for a total of 600 for 12.
Okay.
And at that time, I'm going to do yours
Okay, good. Thank you. I appreciate that. How often are you going to drop a video? Every,
uh, uh, 4 times a week.
okay. So that covers you for a few weeks. Okay, good.
Well, the 12 will cover me. It's going to be $600 every month. And any extra little videos I need done, Blake will hold the phone.
Yeah, yeah, really, it's that easy. Sometimes I have clients who they put their phone on their dashboard of the car and they talk while they're driving. Not that I recommend that. The one video that got us where we are, we live in on Daniel Island in the Charleston area of South Carolina. The agent took his camera and was just holding it while he drove very slowly and talked about what he was showing us in the community, the water, the boats, the restaurants, the schools, the homes. It it's what sold us on coming here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
pretty powerful.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing a combination of yet the great thing is I'm being asked to become part of a lot of groups. People are reaching out to me. So the videos are working.
Yeah, they're working. That's fantastic. Good for you. Good for you.
So anyway, but I want to let you know Friday I've got that all lined up.
Good.
So
Okay, so that's Friday. And then by when are you going to go to yoga?
I should get that set up for next week because the following week's mega camp.
Yeah, and you got to take care of yourself. That's too important not to. When are you going to Mega Camp? When are you flying in and back?
I'm flying in on I fly in um on Sunday morning and I fly out Thursday.
You fly out on Thursday. So we're gonna miss the 13th then, that
Yep,
Wednesday.
yep, yep,
Okay. Did we already talk about this? I'm having like a senior moment, maybe?
yep.
We
And that
already did move you. Yes,
Yep.
we did. Okay, we already took care of this. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right, so we're covered for that. You know what you're going to be looking for at Mega Camp. We're going to meet next week so we can go over that schedule too to make sure that you've got yourself organized with who you want to meet and coffees and dinners. And do you go to Barbara's dinners with Phyllis and Chris?
I didn't know anything about it. I've gone in the past with Barbara and Phyllis and Chris because they're all my buddies, but I didn't know that they were going to do a mega camp.
Oh, I don't know if they are. I always just because Barbara's usually the one who coordinates everything. And
Yeah,
so I'm assuming. So I wasn't, so you might want to ask. I
yeah,
shouldn't,
I'll
I
reach out
shouldn't,
to them.
yeah. Don't let me assume anything. I shouldn't do that. So I apologize.
No,
All right.
no.
So when we meet next week, it'll be August 6th. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. We're meeting for an hour so we can go through all of it. And if you want to send me, so two things. Anything you send me is intellectual property from you. If you're not gonna, you can still put copyright and your name and 2025 with a copyright, and that's enough to protect you at least. So if somebody wants to regenerate it and use it, they can, but it'll have your contact information so that it's another form of marketing for yourself, just so you're aware of that. And you can ask your AI to come up with a couple different versions of your copyright that you put at the bottom of every page. Okay.
Okay.
So we can go through that together. And if you want to send it to me, you can. And then
Okay.
we can go through the agenda and let me know what the calendar looks like for you, what you're attending. And I will send you the link for Blake to schedule himself on my calendar for a coaching call. All right.
Yeah. And
All
I
right, dear.
go. I'm sending out my lovely ladies a little hedge there.
Good.
Those guys are all wonderful. I just
That's
love
great,
them.
Robin.
Okay, super. I'm
All
set.
right. All
Okay.
right. So I will see you next week. And by next week, you'll tell me when you've gone to yoga and how it was, because you're going to go Friday.
Friday's my videos. I got to
Friday's your videos.
Friday's my videos. So I will look and see. I think it's probably going to be this weekend, probably Saturday, to be
Okay.
honest. My
Okay.
my my days during the week are never open for things. So
Okay.
I keep them packed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just so you're aware, one other thing, and I probably won't do it for a little while, I'm launching a new podcast. I had a radio show for 4 years, and so I'm doing a podcast. So at some point I am going to want to interview you. I'd like that. So I think it would be good for you too. So, and it would be a good conversation. And it's not just about how everything is great. It's about the challenges. It's a real conversation. So,
Yep.
okay.
Cool. That'll
All
work.
right, my dear. All right. Have a beautiful week. And I will see you next Wednesday. And yep, have fun at yoga.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Enjoy it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go beginner again, even though I'm intermediate, just
That's
because.
fine. Yeah. You know what? You'll get through beginner really quickly and you'll be back on the horse again. It'll be like, what
Yeah.
do they say about riding a bicycle? You never forget, right?
Never forget.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. All
Okay.
right. I'll see you soon. Be good.
Thank you too.
All right.